lined up for days just for this moment to see President Donald Trump rally in Greenville. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Angela Taylor. The president really fired up the crowd tonight while defending his position against 4 Democratic congresswomen. My co-anchor Marius Payton joins us live from Greenville tonight to kick off our coverage. And Marius, people again waited days for this and wanted to hear his next response to those 4 congresswomen.
Well, Angela, I can tell you that the bickering continues, and the president's supporters did not have to wait long to hear him comment about that controversy. President Trump has been at odds with 4 freshman congresswomen dubbed the Squad for days. An effort to try and impeach the president because of his fight with the women failed tonight, so the president addressed the Squad tonight during his rally. Our Colleen Quigley was live inside the Coliseum for that rally. And Colleen, how did people react?
Well, Marius, I have to tell you, the entire 90 minutes, the crowd was really energized, but especially during that moment, though, the controversy with the congresswomen, just one of many, many things the president touched on tonight, including immigration, the economy, and why he thinks North Carolina is going to be critical for him in 2020.
And distinct privilege to introduce to you my friend and the 45th president of the United States, President Donald Trump.
Speaking to a crowd of nearly 8,000 in Greenville, President Trump thanked them for their support in 2016, saying he needs North Carolinians again in 2020.
It's wonderful to be back in this beautiful state with thousands of hard-working North Carolina patriots.
The stop at ECU marks the first rally since the president launched his re-election campaign last month. Many consider North Carolina to be a battleground state, as a recent study found voters here's support of the president is divided.
You getting ready? Let's do it again, right?
President Trump also addressed Wednesday's failed impeachment vote after lawmakers in Washington condemned his tweet about 4 Democratic congresswomen, calling Trump's remarks racist. But the president didn't shy away from the comments amid chants from the crowd.
United States House of Representatives has overwhelmingly voted to kill the most ridiculous project I've ever been involved in. The resolution, how stupid is that?
In the 90-minute-long speech, the president also touched on the economy, immigration, and border security. And again, the president not shying away from any of the controversy tonight. Inside that arena, standing room only. Obviously, things have quieted down here tonight. But, Marius, we were out here for hours ahead of time. Thousands of people out here standing in the heat, really excited to see the president.
A lot of people showed up, and even before Air Force One could touch down today in Greenville, they were turning Trump supporters away from the Coliseum. But even the overflow crowd had a chance to watch the president speak from a big screen TV out front. Thousands of Trump supporters came out to Greenville for the second stop in the president's Keep America Great campaign tour. Those who couldn't get inside sat outside trying to beat the heat.
Drinking lots of water. And even putting it on down, pouring it down my back and on my face.
Just for a chance to hear the president speak about the issues that concern them.
How about the economy, about immigration? Hopefully he won't talk about the Squad, because I'm done with them.
Many listened intently, cheering for the man they want to see win the White House in the 2020 presidential election.
About our economy and our whole country, and listening to the nonsense that the Democrats are serving up to us.
And when you came out here,
they're all a bunch of lies.
Hope, keeping America great, economy good, jobs. Can't deny it. Look at the stock market. Look at everything he's doing, making promises. He ain't, he's not backing down on promises. I'm happy.
While the Trump faithful withstood the heat outside to hear the message and the voice of the president, just 50 yards away, protesters gathered, nearly 100 at most, making sure their voices were heard as well.
My cause today is to stand up for what's happening at our borders. I'm not a radical, I'm not a strong Republican, I'm not a strong Democrat, but I was raised with honor. And what's happening at our borders is not honorable.
Police stood guard to make sure that taunts and words didn't turn to violence. And as President Trump finished addressing his base, many left the event feeling energized.
I like to see that our country, those of us that are here, are supporting each other, and that we're here and we're supporting our president.
We can tell you the president received a lot of support, and we know that the state of North Carolina is a state that the president is very fond of. Many expect him to add campaign stops leading up to the Republican National Convention in Charlotte in 2020. We are wrapping up our live coverage in Greenville. I'm Marius Payton for CBS 17 News.